Brian Williard, 3801 Rokeby Road. I was administrative assistant at the Salvation Army here in Lincoln. I appreciate it, Councilman Shob, for putting this stuff on your Facebook page so I could kind of see what goes on here. I was able to say LES was here last week, and they talked a little bit about assistance for poor people and whatnot, and that's a lot of what I did there at the Salvation Army. I actually went out to LES and talked to them too. A lot of concerns. So anyway, 37 months ago, a group of 5 people signed a complaint to the Consumer Protection Division at the Nebraska Attorney General's office regarding the Salvation Army. This group included the former business administrator and the former advisory board chair of the Salvation Army. In this letter, amongst many other things, they complained about inconsistency in Black Hills Energy heat share fund calculations and approvals. 29 months ago, I wrote my first email to Black Hills Energy Program Manager Brandy Johnson, who is also on the Salvation Army's advisory board. I asked her who I should contact in regard to Black Hills Energy CARES programs because it was a complete mess. She didn't respond to me then, nor has she ever responded to me since then. The program takes money from Black Hills Energy. Black Hills Energy takes that money from their customers on their bills. They donate money on their bills and whatnot. And they also solicit money from their workers. They give that money to the Salvation Army, and the Salvation Army is supposed to use that on people's utility bills here. Almost all of the time, that does not happen. When talking with the social service director at the Salvation Army, who, like me, disagreed with the Lincoln Corps majors and was also fired, she said, "I can't stand it when these people are crying and they're cold and they have no gas or electricity." She went on to tell me about a mother who had slept in her car during the winter months with her family because they didn't have heat in the house. The caseworker, also there at the time, frustrated about having to tell everybody no. She ended up resigning. But she had this to say about the boss not allowing her to use Black Hills Energy money when we all knew there was money there. She said, "You know he's lying to you, and he keeps on lying to your face." I think I'm missing something. Okay. So then 26 months ago, the Lincoln Corps took a check for $16,374 from Black Hills Energy Walk for Warmth. This is money to be used for people during the winter months. He took that entire $16,374 and put it in the general account. Once his money's in the general account, he can use it however he wants. He did not put it in the deferred revenue account for Black Hills Energy, which had already had $100,000 of unspent money in it. So there's plenty of money for Black Hills Energy. People are calling in and they're denying them service. They're sending them to community action. They're sending them other places. 21 months ago, I met with Human Service Director for Lincoln Lancaster County in this building, Sarah Hoyle. I also met with United Way's Executive Director, Megan Leisfeld. Some people say Megan, some people say Megan. I met with her on Starbucks at O. I told both of them that we're not using their utility money appropriately either, just like we're not using Black Hills Energy. So Sarah's money would be joint budget committee, so that's coming from taxpayers. Megan Leisfeld's money would be United Way's money, so that's coming from people who donate money to the United Way to be earmarked for the Salvation Army. 2 days later, after going to them, my boss called me into his office and gave me a written notice for violating company policies. 19 months ago, I was fired from the Salvation Army because I was not willing to fraudulently make up reports to the city, the United Way, and FEMA. I was only there for 10 months. We went through 12 different people, fired, resigned, retired. 18 months ago, I started meeting with former employees of the Salvation Army, from the Salvation Army, and former advisory board members at the mill. Now there was 2 different groups of former employees and former advisory board members, all with the same story. So this has been happening for a long time. During the past 18 months, I've written the Attorney General's office on multiple occasions, submitted multiple complaints on their website, and even visited the actual office at the Capitol building. I have also written almost all of our senators, and I filed with the Nebraska Equal Opportunity Commission for wrongful termination as a whistleblower. All of this has gotten me nowhere with the government, and the Black Hills Energy problem is but one of many at the Salvation Army. We have 93 counties in Nebraska, and almost all of them receive $0 in assistance from Black Hills Energy customers the Salvation Army takes in the money, but they don't give it out. And Black Hills Energy has even admitted this to me. I taped one of them, so I've got that on my website, task67.com. You can hear her admit to it. So anyway, for the past 3 administrations, which ain't very long because they roll through us, the Salvation Army has helped around 200 people each year in the entire state with Black Hills Energy. But Lincoln alone got over $100,000 in one fiscal year from Black Hills Energy. So they're taking all of this money. The lady from Black Hills Energy who I talked to, she said this year they've helped 1,500 people so far, not including November and December, where they'd only been helping around 200 in years prior. She apologized to me and all this kind of stuff. But my concern is all those employees and all those customers who were giving money all this time, but what happens to their money? Yeah, you're trying to correct the situation going forward, but they've been stealing money for who knows how long. So anyway, the Attorney General's office and the Nebraska Equal Opportunity Commission have failed to protect the citizens of this city by ignoring whistleblowers. I'm not the first one. They look at the whistleblowers as if we're the bad guy. They want us to go away and not be heard. The truth is not important to these people. There's no logic in this system, and nobody cares. No one is watching. There's no sheriff on duty. These agencies shift blame at a moment's notice, dodge responsibility, and misplace crucial paperwork. Everyone is more interested in personal gain than the plight of the people. This crisis has gone on for far too long as a result of self-serving decisions made by those in authority. This is why I think this is happening. They don't want to give the money back. So, you know, if the public knew that what the Salvation Army was using with taxpayer money, Black Hills Energy customer money, Red Kettle donations, United Way money, Lincoln Community Foundation, Give to Lincoln Day, FEMA, the list goes on, and the public would demand their money back, and the Attorney General's office is willing to sit on their hands and not do anything about it. Why? I don't know. And then the Equal Opportunity Commission is willing to deny all whistleblowers a trial. Marna Munn, I think she's the assistant city attorney now. She got promoted. How, I don't know.
What I will say is we do have a 5-minute time limit for people, and so that went over a couple of minutes ago. And
that's
so,
fine.
Yeah, if you want to wrap up, or
okay, yeah,
you know.
yeah, that's okay, fine.
Perfect.
But anyway, what I'm saying is, yeah, if the public knew, they probably would demand their money back, because there's a lot of money going into the Salvation Army here in Lincoln, and there's not a lot of money going out. They do help like children in some of these programs, some of their programs. I do know that they're legitimate, but they're not using it with their own money. They're using it with grant money from the city. So, but like any money you get from a kettle, none of that's going to help people.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.